Let's take a look at this problem. This is a three-sided compound inequality. We got, of course, your three side, left side, right side, in the middle, and then you got your inequality symbols, less than or equal to, or less than, in here. So let's take a look at how to solve this. So solving three-sided compound inequalities. Now, our first step is to get rid of parentheses. And we do this via the distributive property. Our second step is to get rid of fractions. And we multiply by the LCM of all the denominators. Step 3, get everything with an X in the middle, numbers on the other two sides. When I say everything, I'm talking about terms. So get all the variable terms in the middle, constant terms on the other two sides. And step 4. Now, after we got everything in the middle, we're of course combining together like terms. I didn't write that at the top, but that's implied at any step. Then our step 4 is to divide all three sides by the number in front of the X. And I'm putting this in terms of X, but you can have any variable. And of course, on number in front of the X, that's coefficient. Okay, we have a note at the bottom. It says, if you multiply or divide all three sides by a negative number, then you flip the inequality symbol. Okay, so let's take a look at this problem using these steps. So we got negative 12 is less than or equal to 5/2 x plus 3 is less than or equal to negative 2. Okay, so step 1, get rid of parentheses. Don't have any. Step 2, get rid of fractions. Multiply by the LCM of all the denominators. Now we only have one denominator, the 2, so that would be our LCM. And that's what we're going to multiply everything by. When I say everything, I'm talking about what's separated by pluses, minuses, and inequality symbols. So I'll take 2 times negative 12 is less than or equal to 2 times 5/2 x plus 2 times 3 is less than or equal to 2 times negative 2. 2 times negative 12 is negative 24 is less than or equal to, these two is going to cancel. Then we're left with 5x plus 2 times 3 is 6 is less than or equal to 2 times negative 2 is negative 4. Step 3. Get everything with an X in the middle, numbers on the other two sides. So I'm going to take this 6 over to the right side and over to the left side. Basically, I'm subtracting 6 from all three sides. So I've got negative 24 minus 6 is less than or equal to 5x is less than or equal to negative 4 minus 6. So that gives us negative 30. At any step in math, you always combine together numbers. Negative 24, negative 6 is negative 30. Or most of the time you do, I should say. Negative 4, negative 6 is negative 10. And then step 4. Divide all three sides by a number in front of the X. Well, number in front of X is a 5, so we'll divide all three sides by 5. That gives us negative 6 is less than or equal to X is less than or equal to negative 2. Now, it doesn't really specify what kind of form the answer is in, so this could be the answer. They wanted in set builder notation. Remember, we put curly brackets, you put X with a vertical bar. This reads X such that. This is true. And then whatever your answer is. You could write it in interval notation. This is a set builder notation. Our interval notation, it's between -6 and -2, so I do -6 comma -2. These have lines underneath them, which means it includes that value, which means you put brackets. Remember, anytime you see lines underneath the inequality symbol, that always means brackets. If there was no line underneath, that would mean parentheses. And then our graph. Well, bracket on -6, bracket on -6, bracket on -2, bracket on -2. And then we shade what's in between them. And those would be other forms of our answer.